Hello everyone, cpat here with another video, and this is not Exceed, as you guys can tell. This is actually going to be my first, that's a lie, not my first look, but my first on video look at Yomi 2, for those of you that don't know the original name Yomi. It's a fighting card game made by Sirlin and Sirlin Games. My favorite card game of all time, I would probably claim. It's a card game I've been playing on and off for, 12 years now? I think I started in 2011, so yeah, definitely one of my favorite games of all time, and my favorite card game of all time for sure. But now there's a sequel here. So we're going to take a look at this. I don't know what kind of format I'm going to make these videos, if it's going to be kind of like a Let's Play style, where we do like episodes and where we hop online and stuff. Today we're not going to be hopping online. Today we're actually just going to be looking at the tutorial, because I wanted to do kind of an intro video to kind of what Yomi 2 is, etc, etc, but then I figured, hey, there's a tutorial here. Let's find it. Where is the tutorial? Single match against AI? No. Combo practice? No. Career? No. Reference? Tutorial. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, there's what I've heard is a pretty good looking tutorial on how to play Yomi 2. So I guess this will kind of be a little bit of an introductory video before we get into actually playing other people online. So the actual full game, by full I mean, this is just a demo. So the demo you can download for free on Steam as of, a couple days ago. Today is the 20th of June. I think the demo started last week, and the demo will be up for maybe another week and a half or so, 2 weeks. The actual game will be released on the 27th, so that's 1 week from today, and that will have 9 characters, but right now we only have access to let me show you. We only have access to Grave, Setsuki, and Rook. So we have access to 3 of the 9 characters here, although the rest of these will be unlocked in a week for us. And definitely when that happens, we're going to be playing a lot more online matches. But for now, we're just going to be going through the tutorial, seeing what the game is like. Obviously, I've actually played the game before, so I actually know the rules already. But I'm going to figure out to show you guys, especially because a lot of you guys are kind of fans of Exceed, because I've been casting a lot of Exceed matches over the past couple of years. So this is going to be a little bit of a different look here. It's just gonna be single player content for today. I'm gonna go through the tutorial because like I said, I was gonna do an intro video, but if they put a tutorial here, I'm gonna go through the tutorial, right? So this actually pops up. So when you open up Yomi 2 for the first time, I believe this actually pops up like, hey, do you want to play the tutorial? I said no, because I have actually playtested this game, or I playtested it a long time ago, back when there were only 6 or so characters or whatever. But yeah, we're just going to go through the tutorial, see what's up, see how good the tutorial is, because I've actually heard that the tutorial is pretty good, but let's find out. So there are 5 sections to the tutorial here. It'll go through section 1, learn the fundamentals of combat. Your training begins. Defeat Jaina the Phoenix Archer. Reduce her hit points to 0 by hitting her with attacks and throws before she does the same to you. Okay. So basic crux of Yomi combat is, okay, and we have a little mission at the top, land a 4-hit combo of attacks. So the basic triangle is that attacks beat throws, right? So attacks have these red kind of border. They beat throws, throws beat blocks and dodges, so throws have this black kind of edge to them. Blocks and dodges, blocks are blue and dodges are not even, okay, they're supposed to be green. They're not here though. So that's the basic RPS triangle. Attacks beat throws, throws beat blocks and dodges dodges beat attacks. So I'm assuming they just want me to do that. Okay. So basically when we have kind of a tied scenario with attack versus attack, what we do is we check the speed. So speed is that little stop clock there. So I played an attack of speed 8. My opponent, the bot, also played an attack of speed 8. However, I guess this one's very clear, but there's a whole turn system. So this was my turn. So on my turn, I win speed ties, and you can tell by the little star here. So because we both play attacks of speed 8, and it was my turn, I obviously won the speed tie, and now I can combo. So comboing, you can actually tell kind of how you can combo. So there are 3 different kinds of cards. There are starters, which have the little play icon. There are linkers, which have the little, what is that, like a little paperclip something? I don't even know what that is. Oh, a little chain. Looks like a chain. And then we have enders, which have enders. What do enders look like? Why does it not show me what an ender looks like? I feel like it should be like a little dot. I don't know why it's not showing me. Maybe it'll show me later. Anyway, we'll just and normals, how you can combo them is you just combo them into the next higher number, right? So this is actually, I feel like this is actually missing a lot. Maybe they were just gonna explain more to me later. But basically how normals work is that normals can just combo into the next normal. As you can see, there are 4 pips there. You can tell that each normal costs 1 pip, right? So A costs 1 pip, B costs 1 pip, C costs 1 pip, and D costs 1 pip. And you can tell actually on the card it tells you like, hey, A will combo into B, B will combo into C, C will combo into D, D would combo into E if I had an E. I'm also out of combo pips because I've also spent all 4. You can actually see that here. Well, it's actually really pretty, right? Like, I spent 1 combo pip, 2 combo pip, 3 combo pip, 4 pips. All of mine are used, and yeah. We'll just hit done, and we'll hit Jaina for, what, 18 damage there. Oh, okay. That's okay. I was just getting way ahead of myself. Okay, we've now unlocked special moves. So, kind of those ABCs. They're called normals. X, Y, and Z alongside a move that we'll see later. These are our special moves. They have a teardrop icon. This one is speed 11, and this is the symbol that I was looking for, but could not find. I guess it's just doesn't let me look at the symbol until I actually unlock the card. So yeah, just kind of basically assumes that I don't know what I'm doing, which is fair. So this little stop sign symbol means that it's an ender. So now we've unlocked the ability to combo normals into enders, right? So this normal costs 1. Oops. Oh, I got owned here. So I was just gonna, okay, and Jaina's gonna do her own combo there. So there, it was Jaina's turn. Jaina played A with speed 8, which beat my E of speed 4. And I'm assuming I'm just gonna try to mash this until it works. Okay, yep, and here it is. My attack beat Jaina's throw. Attack speed throws, as we can see this little thing here. And E can combo into an ender, right? So has this little icon here. If you forget how you can combo things, but E costs 1 combo point, can combo into any ender. Stormborn Sword is an ender that takes up 3 combo points, but so that's basically the only combo we can do with our hand, right? We spend all 4 combo pips. Throws we can't combo because they're starters. I'm assuming that they'll get to that later. So we'll just hit Jaina with the E into the sword for, what, 17 damage. We've now unlocked Whirlwind. Okay, cool. This move costs 2 combo points. And yeah, okay. So now we are being introduced to linkers. Linkers have this little chain symbol here. So linkers can combo wherever, right? They can be used. They can be used to start a combo. They can be used in between normals. They can be used in between other linkers. Then they can combo into enders as well, as we can see here, right? So this particular move, Whirlwind, can combo into normal if it wants, can combo into another linker, or can combo into an ender. Okay, and we're just gonna play throw. Of course, this is the tutorial. Like we said before, the RPS triangle attacks beat throws. Throws beat blocks or dodges. So Jaina played high block there. I threw her successfully, and we're gonna combo into this Whirlwind. Oh, okay. And it's just gonna tell me right away. If you take a look at the Whirlwind, right underneath the attack on the top right corner, you can see that this move does 7 attack, right? 7 damage, excuse me, from the top right corner. But underneath it, there's the little icon there that says +8 next to another Z. So this is basically what this tells me is that I can discard another Z for +8 damage, right? Now, on top of that, it doesn't use any additional combo points. It's just a thing that I can, if I have another Z, I can discard it for +8 damage. So I'm going to do that, and increase the damage that I would have gotten from 14 by discarding only these 2 cards to 22. And there we go. Jin's almost dead. Mission complete. And okay, that's it. So what did we learn here? We learned attack speed throws speed blocks, block speed attacks, and we learned kind of the basics of comboing in Yomi. So I guess now we will proceed to fight DeGray. And now we've unlocked dodges. So dodges avoid attacks, but they lose to throws. A successful dodge lets you punish with a single move. As you can see here, it punishes strikes with a single attack or throw. Obviously, it also tells you, like, hey, it'll spend cards, because obviously you have to spend the card to dodge, and then you have to spend the card to follow up with, right? I wonder what happens if I go off. I wonder what happens if I go off script. Oh, wow. Okay, this is interesting. It's already... Wow, it's already telling me some cool stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna play a block and see what happens.
Justice!
Okay. Okay. Am I going off script here? No, it's not. Blocking attack lets you draw a card, right? So as you can see on here, the card says on block, draw a card, right? So that's on block means if you successfully block an attack, you can draw a card. Furthermore, the card he played was unsafe on block. As you can see here, right where my mouse is pointing, this was an unsafe on block attack, which means I can actually follow up and hit back with any similarly to a dodge. So I can hit back with any single attack or throw. I'll hit back with Z's for 15 damage. Okay. I'm just gonna block again. I don't know. Okay, so this time DeGray's played a fireball, and we are introduced to the lockdown. Were we introduced to the lockdown? Not really. DeGray. Okay, so there's a keyword on this called lockdown. I think it's because I'm going off script. Maybe I should just play dodge. Okay, I'll just hit back with that for a 10. I feel like I'm going off script with this. I'll play another dodge. Okay, I'll hit back for that. Okay, I've now unlocked projectile attacks, which I should have unlocked way earlier, but fine, whatever. DeGray actually played one against me. You can tell by this shape. So the normal shape is a kind of like a star shape. I don't know, like a pufferfish shape. I don't really know what the term is, but this clearly looks like a fireball, right? So these are a new kind of attack found in Yomi 2, not found in Yomi 1, called projectile attacks. So projectiles and strikes, they're both attacks. This is just a different kind of attack. The difference between projectiles and normal attacks are, one, projectiles, you cannot dodge them. So when you dodge a projectile, just nothing happens, right? Just combat ends. And you can't hit back like I've been doing with my dodges with DeGray's attacks, right? Additionally, projectiles, when you have a strike with projectile versus projectile, you actually don't look at speeds anymore, right? You take a look at levels. So Graves' Lightning Cloud here is a level 1 projectile, right? So there are level 1, level 2, level 3 projectiles in this game. So obviously just the higher level wins. Furthermore, we are introduced to a couple keywords here. Recurring, which we actually saw on the block, means that if you don't get hits when you open it with it, it just returns to your hand. So fireballs return to your hand in this game, of some of them, including Graves' Lightning Cloud. Additionally, we are introduced to a second keyword called Lockdown. This was also on DeGray's Fireball that one time that he played it. The opponent does not draw a card if they blocked. So obviously we can take a look at this. It says on block, draw a card. We do not draw a card, right? If we are hit with a lockdown card, if we are hit with a lockdown projectile. Okay, and now the game is telling me, hey, I should probably play a projectile, so let me do that. Okay, so like I said, this projectile would normally get dodged, but dodges cannot hit projectiles back. And then, of course, since this move has recurring on it, it returns to my hand, and we're just going to mash that. And Degray's dead. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Degray. Okay, Degray just lives again. Fine, whatever. I don't know. What do you want me to do, game? Fireball again? Okay, yeah. So this is telling me, hey, projectiles. Both these projectiles are level 1, so they neither of them hit. And now I bet Degray's going to hit me with his level 2 projectile. So this speed is normal, right? Is lower than my speed. But because we're both playing fireballs, you take a look at the fireballs. And Degray just played a level 2 fireball, the Ghost Assist. For those of you unfamiliar with Fantasy Strike, or for those of you familiar with Fantasy Strike, that's where the Ghost like comes in and like hugs you, then Degray can combo off it. But Ghost Assist is a level 2 fireball, so it actually says on the top left underneath the speed, it says negates other level 2 fireballs and actually beats level 1 fireballs. So despite the speed difference, just in projectile versus projectile, you only look at the levels. Oh, and I just realized whatever card they want me to play is in blue, and whatever card they don't want me to play is in red. Let's throw. Okay, we got the high block, and we can just combo. So again, we'll take a look at combos. So we didn't really talk about combos too much, but this throw is a starter. You can tell by the little play icon, the sideways equilateral triangle. Combos into normals, which is the circle, right? If you take a look at the top left, normals are a circle. Combos into any linker, and combos into an ender as well. So I'm going to combo this into an E, right? We've now used 3 of our 4 combo points. You can tell we've used 2 for the throw, 1 for the E, and then we're going to finish it off with an ender. We're going to finish off with the lightning cloud, and beat Degray here. Okay. So what did we learn? We learned blocks and projectiles help you get cards. I guess we kind of learned that. And then dodging and punching spends cards, which, yeah, we did learn. Okay. Okay. Now to the third tutorial. What do we have here? We're up against Geiger. And we can kind of do whatever we want. So let's throw Geiger, see what happens. Okay. Again, what happened here is that my throw was speed 5. Geiger played a throw as well, right? So Geiger played a throw. However, his throws are speed 4. Speed 5 beats speed 4. I wouldn't combat there. Do I want to combo? I don't know if it's... Sure, we'll combo. Fine. So we'll combo into the normal. We'll combo into D. D combos into E. And that's all our combo points spent. That's going to be 20 damage there. We're a little bit low on cards. So let's block, I guess. We can block. I don't know, low. Oh no. So we just learned something. Did we learn something? Hello? No, we didn't learn anything? Okay, that's fine. Okay, I guess we're talking about exchange now. So some of these cards, if you can tell, have the exchange symbol on the bottom right. So most normals have the exchange symbol. A couple other cards have the exchange symbol, but it's mostly just normals. Normals being your attacks, your throws, and your blocks and dodges. So you can, before you play a combat card on your turn, right? So this is where the distinction of turns start coming in to play. On your turn, you can exchange one card for another. And you can exchange once during your end phase, and it allows you to bring back options that like loss. So like, for example, I lost my block. If I want my low block back, I will exchange like something, like a dodge for my low block back, etc., etc. Or like, for example, like if I'm missing like a combo piece, I can exchange for that anyway. But anyway, it was weird that this kind of beat my low block without it telling me why. I guess I can kind of go into that. So there are 2 flavors of blocks. There are lows and highs. And naturally, of course, there are also attacks that hit high and attacks that hit low. So for example, if we take a quick low attack here, Graves A, to immediately to the left of the indicator that tells you how much damage the card does, right? So this does 3 damage. You can see that there's a little dot with that little, I don't know, arc thing. So that tells me that this attack hits low. And thus, this low attack would actually beat a high block, right? So it's similar to high-lows in fighting games, right? You want to be blocking those overheads high, you want to be blocking the crouching attacks to low. So this is an example of a crouching attack. You want to block the slow. Last turn I got hit with an overhead basically. I blocked low, so my attack actually beat a block. So this is actually the first. This is very different from Yomi 1. But Yomi 2 has kind of ways to kind of break the RPS triangle. And this is one of those ways, right? So high, like overheads will beat low blocks, and crouching attacks will beat high blocks, right? I'm surprised the game didn't tell me that there, but maybe it didn't mean to introduce that until later. Anyway, it is now my turn. I will use the exchange. We'll just get our block back because we're kind of scared, right? We'll get our block back. We'll end our turn, and then let's go ahead and let's attack with a lightning cloud. Okay. So we went projectile against projectile. Obviously, both were level 1. I feel like it was a little fast there, that animation, but fine, whatever. Notably, his projectile actually does not have the recurring keyword on it, so it did not return a hand. Mine did. We're going to block low again.
Time spiral.
Okay, you just had the second one. So this time spiral has on block, you may throw the opponent. Okay, except they didn't. Fine, whatever. Okay, so I just blocked the fireball. I drew a card, because obviously on block, draw a card. Actually, I did not draw a card because this card has a lockdown on it. Lockdown, of course, is that keyword. I wish it would. Okay, there it is. It actually does show up, just not when I'm zooming in on it. The opponent does not draw a card if they blocked. Anyway, it is now my turn. Is there anything I want to exchange for? In theory, there's a world where I could exchange something for like an E. Let's just kind of keep things simple, though. Let's just go for the low and see what happens. Whoops. Oh, yeah, of course I have to end my main phase. I was like, yeah, okay, what's going on here? Is there anything I want to exchange for? No, it's a tutorial. Okay, never mind. It wants me to exchange. Okay, so we'll exchange our quick low attack, and we'll exchange it for, I don't know, we'll exchange it for an E. We'll exchange for a throw, maybe. No, we'll exchange for an E, just so our throws do a little bit more damage. And then we're going to hit him with the fireball again. Hey, block the fireball. Whatever, not a big deal. Of course, my fireball is locked down on it, so Geiger does not get to draw a card. And I guess we're just kind of playing Yomi now? I don't know. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, now we've just randomly unlocked super moves. Super moves cost super meter to play, so this, of course, is another change from Yomi 1 to Yomi 2. Supers, as indicated by this kind of star icon in the top left corner, right? So normals have a circle, specials have the little like weird teardrop shape, blocks have that block shape, throws have the throw shape, and dodges have the arrow shape, the ones that you see on the roads. Supers have a star shape. So this super called Dragonheart costs 2 meter to play, right? So you can build up to 3 meter in Yomi 2. So this super will cost 2 meter to play. It is a 3 combo point ender. It does 20 damage. It is speed 15, so 15 is the high speed in the game, so it's extremely fast. It's also unsafe on block, which I don't think the game has told me what unsafe on block is yet, so we're just going to ignore that part. How do we build super? We build super by comboing normals. So for example, if we combo B into C, that gives us 1 super meter. If we combo C into D, that gives us a 2nd super meter. Additionally, during the main phase of our turn, we can discard a pair to power up. And when we power up, we can have a choice of either gaining 2 meter or we can gain 1 meter and recur a card from our discard as well. Similarly to kind of the exchange mechanic where we get cards from the discard, we can also get supers from the discard using the power up mechanic. Moreover, you actually start with 1 copy of both your supers in the discard for easy access right away if you so desire. Mission: build up super meter, then hit with a super move. Got it. Okay, so how are we going to build up super move with this hand? We have a hand of throw, 2 E's. Well, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to exchange one of these E's. Actually, wait, I'm just going to power up both these E's. Who cares? So when we power up, we can have a choice here. The choice is either getting 2 bar I refer to meter as bar, by the way. 2 bar, 1 bar in Super 1, or 1 bar in Super 2. Notably, we have a copy of Super 1 in our hand already. So we'll just take the 2 bar here. Is there anything that we want to exchange? Not at this point in time. Our hand's like pretty decent. We're just gonna swing. Okay, yep. And our Dragon Hearts. So we had 2 super. Sorry, I kinda did that too quickly. So we had 2 super here. You can tell I have this much super. Geiger has this much super. So I had built 2 super there, and then when I played my Dragon Heart, I used 2 super there. It doesn't matter if I hit or not, I'd still spend the bar. Okay, so now it's telling me blocks return to my hand if they don't get hit. They have the recurring key card on them, of course, that makes sense. We are going to power up our throws. We're going to power up for 1 bar and Super 1. We are going to probably exchange this for a throw. And we're just going to block. Okay, that's fine. The game's telling us to hit with another super move. So, by the way, while all this is happening, cards are getting discarded by Geiger, right? So you can actually take a look at my discard pile with the A button, my deck, what's in my deck. You can take a look at what's left in my deck with the S button. You can take a look at what's in Geiger's discard pile with the D button. So as you can tell, the animations are a little bit quick. I think they're going to add a combat log later, but the animations are a little bit quick, so you can't really tell exactly what's going on here. But you can take a look at the discard here and see, like, for example, every character has 4 throws in their deck, 3 throws in their discard. I think it's very unlikely that they've drawn their 4th throw, so I'm just going to block. I blocked successfully low correctly. Probably should have dodged, but not a big deal. I like hoarding cards. We are going to perform an exchange here. So this is one of the ways you can exchange, right? Or one of the reasons you'd want to exchange, right? Is I'm going to exchange my C. I'm going to exchange it for a B, and I'm going to power up my Bs for super, right? So I'm going to power my Bs, get some meter, and now I'm fully stocked for to try to hit Geiger, right? And we're just gonna do it. It works. Super attack versus attack. My super is the highest speed possible, 15. I used 2 bars, so I only have 1 bar left. Okay, or not. I just use all. I don't know why I use all my bar. I think that's a glitch. Fine, whatever. Though he powered up. He's still like lacking throws. I feel like so I'm actually gonna dodge. He went for the high block this time. Geiger's actually really low on cards, so we're actually just going to attempt to throw him to death. So we're going to exchange for throw, and we're just going to hit him with that. So there's another thing, right? You can tell however many cards the opponent's holding, or how many cards you're holding, is with this little icon here in the top left or top right corner. Geiger's holding only 3 cards. 3 cards, you can't really do a whole lot, so I'm just going to throw him a bunch, right? Okay, he hit me with his DP. Not concerned about it at all. We're just gonna do that. We're gonna power up these, get some meter. Doesn't really matter too much. And 5-1. Our throw beats his throw. And so what did we learn? We learned that chain combos build meter. We can discard a pair to build meter as well. And meter goes into making supers, or using supers. Okay, cool. Next lesson here. Okay, what have we unlocked here? We've unlocked innate abilities. So every character has a different kind of innate ability that they can use. So Graves' innate ability is just you can exchange twice in a turn. Valerie, on the other hand, what is Valerie's innate? How can I look at Valerie's card? Flip the strategy card, okay. Valerie's innate is that she can combo her normal attacks in any order. It's a pretty good one. Anyway, we are going to take a look at her discard here. So we can see that 1 copy of each super is in the discard. By the way, in a deck, you have 2 copies of all these of all the normals, right? Of the 5 normal attacks. So you have 1 copy of a low block, 1 copy of a high block. You have 2 copies of dodge and 4 copies of throw. On top of that, you have 2 copies of every special, 2 copies of every ultra, and 2 copies of every ability. Anyway, this is a hand where I can't really do anything, right? Can't exchange because there's nothing to exchange for, right? These are the cards that you can normally exchange for, nothing to exchange for there. Can't power up because I don't have a pair. Notably, low block and high block do not count as the same card, so they're not a pair. We're going to attempt to block low, and we get owned by the overhead. Valerie does big combo, hits me for, what, 18 damage? Not too bad, but whatever. Now we're going to attempt to block high, and get owned. And already, Valerie is just absolutely destroying us. But luckily, we've now unlocked ability cards. I don't know how it wants me to... Okay. So we're gonna get our blocks back, because we're fighting Valerie. Right. We're going to get high block back as well. Of course, Grave can, as I said earlier, can exchange cards twice per turn. We are going to... The game wants me to play the ability, so I guess we'll do it. We can play 1 ability per turn. I'm going to play Wind Summon here, which gives me this text, right? My projectiles are level 2, they beat dodges, they do extra damage, etc., etc. And my supers only cost 2 combo points. So notably for Grave, that means I can combo my Throw, which costs 2 pips, into my Dragonheart, which normally costs 3 pips, but because my Wind Summon only costs 2 pips, Grave has, what, 4 max pips? So yeah, we'll play that Wind Summon ability here.
Wind Summon!
And we're just gonna play our Fireball. So if we took the Fireball here, our Fireball does extra damage here, we can tell by the green. The Fireball's also level 2, so why not? Okay, Valerie just attempts to block. Obviously, we knew her hand was high block, low block, and a third card. We actually knew her whole hand was high block, low block, and throw. So this was actually a funny situation where we knew that the Lightning Cloud actually checkmated her hand because her hand was throw, low block, and high block, and Lightning Cloud beats all these. We'll do that again. Obviously, on top of that, Valerie's attempting to block to draw cards, right? But we're not going to let her draw cards here. Okay. And now we've unlocked Knockdown. So this is a trait that you see on many throws in the game. Also, a couple attacks that have this as well. You can tell by the little sleb guy falling on his butt there with like an explosion underneath. And okay, yeah, fine. On hit, right? So knockdown on hits. If you knock down the opponent next combat, they cannot dodge. Okay. On top of that, attacks and throws that are lower than speed 10 get sped up to 10, right? So now this is kind of representing the Okizeme concept in fighting games of kind of the high-low stuff, mix-ups, that kind of thing, right? When you get a hard knockdown in a fighting game, right? So Graves throws knockdown on hit. Notably, they only knock down on hit if I don't proceed to combo, right? That says it right here. So knockdown only happens if it's the last hit of my combo, right? So it's a little bit of a choice whether I want to go for knockdown or if I want to go for damage. So anyway, we're going to go for the throw here. Is there anything I want to exchange for? Not really. Just go for the throw. Throws, of course, beat blocks. And we are going to knock Valerie down. Mission success. She powers up her stuff for meter, whatever, fine, whatever. But, okay, what have we done here? We've knocked her down, which means Valerie's dodges are disabled. You can take a look at any combat effects here in this little, with these little tiny circles, right? So she can combo normal attacks in any order. You gotta, she's knocked down. She does win speed ties on her turn, but if you take a look at all my cards are sped up to speed 10, right? So this is actually important, right? So basically, you need a reversal shape to beat my attacks, right? So the reversal shapes are anything that's faster than speed 10. You can tell because they put the little they put the little sound bell thingies. I don't really know what those symbols are for next to this shape. But anyway, we're gonna attack with a throw. We actually get owned.
Rainbow Disc!
purchase Rainbow Disc, so now she has... well, she has this ability, right, where her attacks are infinitely fast and break armor. We don't care, though, because she has one card in hand, and it's actually her high block. So we're actually just going to exchange. We're actually going to power probably these up. Do we need to power anything up? We actually go for this later. That'd be fun. Yeah, let's get some bar. Let's trade our low block for throw. And let's throw Valerie here. Oh, what is going on here? What was that? Why did that pop-up come up? I don't know what that pop-up was. Again, the game's in early access, so there's gonna be some funky stuff going on there. Why does Valerie have one card in hand? Valerie should have 0 cards in hand. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, do we feel like we want to combo here? Let's say no. Just go for the knockdown. And let's attempt to hit Valerie with a high attack. Oh, Valerie of course has a Rainbow Disc, so her attacks are infinitely fast, of course. Amazing. Hello? Hello? Have I broken the tutorial? I think I broke the tutorial. So I guess we're gonna cut things short here because we broke the tutorial. Valerie's not comboing cards. She's not doing anything. So maybe we'll report this and get this fixed. I'm not gonna not post this because I put a lot of hard work into it, and I'm not gonna go through the tutorial again. But we appear to have broken the tutorial. I will report this as a bug to someone, and hopefully they will. Hopefully Tello, the developer, will get on this because I have broken the tutorial while making this video. I guess this is pretty funny. This could only happen to me. Of course it happens to me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That's the basic. What a stinker of a way to end it. But that's the basics of Yomi 2. Great game, I think. Like I said, full game will be out next week. Hopefully the tutorial will be fixed by then. Because I appear to have broken the tutorial. But yeah, I guess we'll see you for the next time we play Yomi 2. Maybe we'll finish the tutorial in episode 2. Maybe we'll just jump into some games. Probably we'll finish the tutorial, just in case. I think there's, like, we haven't talked about gems at all yet either. So next time I post a video, it'll be hopefully we'll finish the tutorial. But if you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye bye, guys. Take care.